Welcome back, Guardians, to the Final Fantasy X HD Remaster. Yeah, it's been a long time, hasn't it? I'm Scott, and this is the TheScottSpot channel. So, I'm sorry for the hiatus on this Let's Play. It wasn't really a hiatus so much as it was me trying to grind, really. I mean, I did capture 10 of every Omega Ruins fiend, which means 10 of every fiend in Spira, that is capturable anyway, has now been captured, and the Monster Arena quest is basically complete. Aside from the fact that we have to freaking go and fight some of them now. But first, I'll go over with you some of the things that happened between this episode and last. I did accidentally watch a scene that you guys are gonna have to miss, and I'll just tell you what happened. But basically, since we found the last Albed Primer in the Omega Ruins, when I went and talked to Ren, without thinking about it, he basically, they have a little conversation after you shop with them. Ren says, "If there's anything I can help you with in the future, just ask." And Tidus says, "I'm in your debt," in Albed. So apparently he can speak it now. Ren says, "Very good. You have well learned our tongue." Tidus says, "Easy, once you know the trick." Ren says, "To think the day would come that we could talk so. It is joyous indeed." Tidus says, "I'm happy too." Ren says, "Here, a present to congratulate your success." And then he gives you 99 underdog secrets, which basically 30 of those will allow you to customize double overdrive onto an armor. And then Tidus says in Albed, "Thank you." So basically Tidus and Ren have a conversation in Albed once you have all the primers, and you get 99 underdog secrets, which is pretty nice. I'm sorry that I accidentally initiated that scene without thinking about it. My bad. The other thing that took so long is I was trying to get overdrive modes for everybody. So even after I captured 10 of every fiend, I was still like going around getting overdrive modes. But you will now be happy to see that every character knows hero now, and so on, maybe. Which basically, with Omega Ruins, is the best place to do that, because you can just kill a bunch of enemies with 9,999 damage, or HP. There are still a couple characters that need Victim on them. That's Yuna and LULU. And pretty much everybody but Orin still needs Avenger, and everybody still needs Coward. And honestly, I don't know if I'm ever going to finish getting Coward. I also went to the Monster Arena because, you know, I had to restock on Power Spheres because I did so much crazy leveling up while doing all that. And I unlocked Ornitholistes. Basically, I unlocked a bunch of Monster Arena creations because capturing all the fiends at Omega Ruins unlocked the rest of the species conquests. Which was the Ornitholistes was this reptile species conquest, which gave me 99 stamina springs. Tanket was 99 was the Helm species conquest, which are those little hard-shelled armadillo guys. That gave me 99 gold hourglasses. Unlocked One Eye, which was the Eye species conquest. You know what? Let me just head down to the Monster Arena and I'll continue this talk there. Anyway, I got 60 stamina tablets from the One Eye. Alright, let me head down there and I'll meet you at the Monster Arena.
You're counting on you, kid.
And we're back. Okay, sorry, I'll continue on now. I also unlocked Nega Elemental, which was the Elemental species conquest. That gave me 99 star curtains. Unlocked Vorbon, which was the Omega Dungeon Area Conquest. That gave me 60 designer wallets. Unlocked the Bomb King, which is the Bomb species conquest. That gave me 60 turbo ethers. Unlocked Nestslug, which I don't know what Nestslug's for. I think it's for capturing 10 of every fiend in Spira. But you get 99 winning formulas for that. And I also unlocked Ultima Buster, which gave me 99 Dark Matters, and you get that for 5 of every fiend in Spira. And I'll talk more about what all those items do later as I fight them. Also, once you capture all the fiends, I think that's what it requires, she begins selling clear spheres, which basically clears out nodes from the sphere grid. And that may sound useless, but we'll actually be wanting to do that quite a bit once we get around to stat maxing. Okay, the other thing I wanted to go over was that, like I said, I did a shit ton of grinding. I'm just going to flash around these charts I made of how a character's stats changed. So I'll do that now. As you can see, it's just a shit ton of a difference. Every single character has over 9,999 HP now, except for LULU. I'm not going to put break HP limit though, because it's kind of a waste. Some Yuna is maxed out on MP. It's just ridiculous, really. I'll go ahead and show you the abilities everyone has. This is Rikku. But basically, almost everybody now has. Let's see if I can find anything. Everybody now has Ultima. Everybody almost has Steal, Use, Pilfer Gill, and Copycat, which is super useful. Several other characters have Double Cast. It's just ridiculous. Like, I could list off what everybody has, but it'd just take too long in the video. Tidus and Wakka. So I will tell you basically what all happened. Let's see, LULU finished Yuna's grid, got Use, Steal, Pilfer Gill. Then I took her into Rikku's grid, finished Rikku's grid, and then I went to Tidus's grid to get her. She's at the beginning of Tidus's grid to get her Flee and Provoke, which will be useful for learning those last few overdrive modes. And really, because it's kind of pointless at this point, I'm just going to have her keep continuing around, I think. Let's see. Yuna, almost everybody has been through Kimahri's grid at this point, by the way. Yeah, down here. You can see in the middle there, every single light, colored light, is lit around the Ultima node, so that lets you know that that's true. Let's see, after I did that, I took her into LULU's grid. I had her fully complete LULU's grid, got all the elemental spells and such. Then I had her to go through Rikku's grid, did the entirety of Rikku's grid, and then I took her into Tidus's, where I started to learn some shit up here, and then I realized that Yuna needed Provoke to learn overdrive mode, so I had her return to the beginning of Tidus's grid. As you can see, LULU's right behind Yuna. Auron. Let's see, what do I do with Auron? Auron knows Flare now. I had him finish Wakka's grid, so now you can kind of see that he has finished Wakka, Tidus's, and his own grids. All three guys have done that. And he got Ultima, and then I began taking him through Tidus's grid, and now he is going through Rikku's grid to get some extra strength. So yeah, basically all the characters that attack physically, including Rikku and Kimahri, I've had them go through the three heavy hitters, Tidus, Wakka, and Auron's grids. Let's see, Kimahri, he went through Tidus's grid, then he went through Wakka's grid, and that's basically Kimahri's story. What's he doing now? Yeah, I'm having him get Demi and Double Cast. I just got Double Cast, so I can take him back and continue him through Rikku's grid to get those extra stat boosts and finish Wakka's. Let's see, Tidus. No, let's talk about Wakka first. Wakka finished Auron's grid. Then I moved him into Kimahri's, and then let's see, I started going through Tidus's grid, and then once I finished that, I had him go down to Rikku's grid, and he'd start working his way through that. He also learned, oh, I forgot to mention, some of the characters now know, not Bribe, Full Life. Let's see, it looks like Yuna, LULU, and Wakka all know that, and Tidus should know it soon. Yeah, he's right there. That was a node that was behind some abilities, or some walls, level 4 key locks, but now a few characters know it. Also, there's, let's see, not Holy. There is Quick Pockets over here, which is another new ability to this game, I believe, which is basically like Quick Hit, except for it's with items, so you can use items really quickly. Had LULU break through and get that. Let's see. Rikku. I had her go through Auron's grid up here, as you can see. And then she started going through Tidus's, and I had her get double cast down here. And then I started making her way back through Wakka's grid, which is she is doing now. I know that was literally a haphazard way of explaining everything, but I can't think of a better way to do it. So yeah, that's really interesting. Okay, but now we are going to start trying to take on the original monster hunter fiends. In general, I like to use Tidus, Lulu, and Auron as my front line, because the other 4 characters' celestial weapons all have double AP on it, so that just makes it better to have them at the party at the end. So let me... Actually, there's no need to save, is there? Let's take on the first one, which I believe will be Stratoavis. And this was unlocked by catching all the fiends in Besaid. Let's see, it only has 320,000 HP, so we don't want to go too overboard. Let's just have Auron attack. Actually, I'm not going to attack in case it counters me. I'll have Yuna come in. Look, even Yuna has like an intense attack power now. See? Tidus, you can... Let's see. Let's have Tidus use a frag grenade. Because I believe... Let's see, inflicts damage and nullifies armored on all enemies. So that gets rid of armor break. There is a 10% chance you can inflict slow and armor break on these guys, but the only way to do it for sure is with a frag grenade or Auron's Banishing Blade Overdrive. So, let's see. It has an attack... just defend, Lulu. It has an attack called Pain of the Heavens, which reduces your entire party. It deals 15/16 of that party member's max HP, which can be very damaging if characters aren't at full health. Let's see. You can also... I think that's about it. Kimahri, come on out. He only has 320,000 HP, so I'm not too worried about that. Rikku, please come in. Skill, Mug. Stamina Spring, huh? And then we'll have Wakka come in and attack, mate. Now, I think it might have 1 HP left. Either that or it's getting very weak. Ooh, I kind of expected that to hurt a lot. And like I said, like the zoos, you can't kill it without it landing first. So even if you reduce it to 0 HP, it keeps 1 until you attack it while it's on its talents. At this stage, it's also recommended that if you need help, you can summon Shiva, because it can't really attack her. It's too slow. And that was Stratoavis. Looks like we got 4 amulets and a knight's armlet out of that. Let's see. Equip. Armlets is Kimahri. I think that's this one. HP plus 60%. Damn, not bad at all. It can also drop weapons that have magic plus 20%, as well as 5 and 10, but it always has 20% on it. Okay, let's try a different fiend. By the way, unlocking Stratoavis gave us 99 stamina tonics, which, using it straight in a battle, will double the max HP of the party, but you can also use one of them to customize HP plus 30% onto an armor, so it could come in handy later. Alright, let's fight another monster. The next one is the Malboro Menace, which you get from catching every fiend in Curaga. And for doing that, we got 99 Poison Fangs, which is just an attack item that can also inflict poison. But 24 of them will customize Poison Strike onto a weapon, 12 of them will customize Poison Proof onto an armor, and 8 of them will teach an Aeon Bio, which could be potentially useful, I guess. But let's go ahead... Actually, do I want to fight this thing right now? Let me go ahead and change my formation again before I forget. Formation, Auron, Tidus, Lulu. Let's try this again. Fight monsters. Area Conquest. Malboro Menace. And we were ambushed, but luckily Orin has the Massive Moon equipped, which will prevent it from going immediately. This one has an attack called Mega Gastric Juice, and it can inflict full break, so we need to watch out for that. Its gastric juice spits from its eyes multiple times to the party, has a 50% chance of inflicting petrification. That could be terrible. And it always does the same damage regardless of stats. It also has an attack called Chow Time, where it swallows a party member and regurgitates them immediately, and that also inflicts full break. And it has an attack called Putrid Breath, which is like Bad Breath, except it hits all party members randomly, inflicting several status elements. Silence by 8 turns, Darkness by 8 turns, Slow, Poison, and Confusion. Status Ward Armor will help. What else? But they can still be... Status Ward Armor will not reduce the effectiveness of Putrid Breath at all, but it can still be blocked by Status Proof or abilities or Ribbon. Putrid Breath inflicts physical damage. You can use Shell and Protect to reduce the damage. He will never use Putrid Breath for a second time until after he drops below half his HP, and he will never use it against Aeons, who would be immune to the status elements anyway. If you summon an Aeon to try to block Putrid Breath, the Malboro Menace doesn't forget that it was about to use Putrid Breath, so as soon as your Aeon goes away, it'll use it. And it seems to drop weapons with status strike abilities and status proof armor. All weapons have poison strike fixed, and all armor has poison proof fixed. Let's see. Apparently, it immediately after it ambushes you, it's always going to use Putrid Breath. Let's see if we can't... Can we just provoke it like we could the Great Malboro and prevent that? Immune. Oh boy, this could get hairy. Yeah, I might die here. Oh, yep, they're all confused. Oh boy. I'm sure we have plenty of turns to go, too. Come on, guys. Somebody knock yourselves out of it. See, our agility is so high that the Malboro Menace is just not getting a turn. Oh, Chow Time. That's probably going to kill Orin, isn't it? Yep. Great, so now we're definitely going to die because it won't get another turn to knock Tidus or LULU out of confusion. Mega Gastric Juice. Goodbye, LULU. Alright, so I went into that woefully unprepared. Do we have any confuse proof stuff? At least I didn't die permanently. I thought we did have... Oh, it's just confused ward. That's unfortunate. Confused proof. Does anybody have confused proof equipment? I thought that said confused proof for a second. Okay, so what does it take to learn confused proof then? Wait, LULU had confused proof. Alright, what's she have equipped now? Dark Ward and Confused Ward. Alright, let's see if we can just do some interesting things with that. I already checked Orin, didn't I? Another strategy you can do is have Yuna just start out by summoning an Aeon. But that seems cheap to me. Oh, I should have healed, I guess. I guess I'll just have... Oh, jeez. This is a mistake. I'll start out by using a Mega Potion since I have 99 of them. And it wouldn't have been a bad idea to use Haste on LULU, but it's a little late for that. And that killed everybody, so that's not really a surprise. Let's see, let's do white magic. Actually, no, let's switch Yuna in. That's the only way this is going to go any better, honestly. I'll have Yuna do Haste on herself. Oh yes, this will give me everything I need, I think. Then I'll have her do Full Life on Ornn? No, on Tidus. And then I'll have her do Full Life on Ornn. And then I will have her, let's see, bring LULU in. And let's see, we can do white magic. No, she's silenced. We'll do item remedy to try to heal LULU. Although LULU does know Esuna now, so I could have done that, but since she's silenced, she can't do that. Tidus, you still need to go, right? Ornn still needs to go too. It has 640,000 HP, by the way. See, I can bring in Rikku. I just hope it doesn't use Putrid Breath again, because that would be terrible. And then Kimahri, please. Good job, Kimahri. Mega Gastric Juice. That just sounds disgusting, honestly. Wakka, please come in. Kimahri again. Yeah, see, it's just a matter of attack festing it once you've done all that. Everybody's gone now, right? I think so. Just wail away at it, Yuna. Goodbye, Malboro Menace. See, yeah, it was just a matter of having confuse proof on somebody. Alrighty. How are we doing on time? It is... Oh, well past time to check out of here. So, I guess you guys get a slightly longer episode to celebrate Final Fantasy X being back. I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, the next few episodes or so are going to be purely dedicated to fighting the Monster Arena monsters. So, hope you guys are looking forward to that. I'll catch you next time for more Final Fantasy X HD Remastered Guardians. Thanks again.